Hello everybody and welcome back, or welcome here rather, to the CSTV, the start of it all. As you guys have seen, this is a full new channel, of course. Me and the Gates have both started ourselves a little bit of a journey. We're both known to have ourselves our little, watch parties on our own channels for the CS tournaments that don't provide themselves an English stream. And that's why we got to the idea to probably create something together which would suit us both and actually have a solid platform ourselves where we're going to be hosting all those streams on ourselves. So that's where the start is. This is the first game that you will actually see on this channel, so I'm very happy to be here. My name is DutchBoy Jesse, for the people that weren't still sure or didn't look at the title, for example. Also known as Yes Vacuring, of course, as you can see below me, sometimes popping up. We've got all the graphics, we're getting all ready, and we're also getting ready for a lovely game. Wu-Tang Mix will take on Team Singularity. The winner will qualify for the ESEA Challenger League, and so a very, very important match to take a look at. A best of 3 series to decide it all, and obviously to see whichever team has a second shot, or needs a second shot rather. The first team, of course, being the team that automatically will qualify all the way through into the actual event of the ESL Challenger League. We've got ourselves 3 maps that we will be seeing. Ancient to start, after that Mirage, and then Vertigo to the side. So we all know Ancient is the map that Team Singularity really likes. They pick it very often. Whereas Mirage is obviously known to be that bugger map that Wu-Tang, on the other hand, is pretty good looking at. So it's looking like a debate as to how map picks are going to go. But Ancient is more or less known since the change, of course, that came in, not recently, but just in general, about it, making it a little bit more T-sided. It's become a lot more of a brawly play map. It's been a lot more of a puggy style map that you're going to be able to just clash on through with the two teams against each other. That will have a lot of aiming potential coming in, and not necessarily too much onto that strat part. You can still execute fakes, you can still execute a lurk into the middle, but it's very scary. So you're rather off playing a simple, playing a fast push somewhere, taking fast middle, taking fast off the cave position, and that's for that about it, of course, going into Ancient. After that, of course, Vertigo will be a whole new world, I think, because that is not a bugger map, nor that much of an expertise map. It's a little bit of a hybrid one, so I'm definitely looking forward to see how these two teams are going to be able to function, as Wu-Tang is a team I have not seen a lot from, but they're still here, right? They're insides of the upper bracket final for a reason, and they're even the favorites in the bookmark by taking like a 1.3 for themselves. So definitely Singularity gonna have to prove themselves. They themselves winning versus Cynic earlier, then Endpoint had to fall, and so did Big Academy. All of them in a 2-1, except the Big Academy team taking it in a 2-0. Their Ancient is almost every single time played, nor as a decider or as a decider or as a standard map. Against Cynic and Endpoint, they both won it as a decider, whereas against Big Academy, they won it as a first pick coming in for their side. Whereas Wu-Tang, in their streaks they've so far had, no Ancient has been played. So that's really going to be a troublesome situation for them. Although them going to their own Mirage, that's a map they've played every single time. 3 out of 3 times they've also won it. So both teams really specializing on their own map pick. As soon as a team can potentially take their opponent's map pick away, I'm seeing this go to a 2-0. So let's say Wu-Tang is able to win on this map of Ancient. We're really looking at a Wu-Tang's game. But if Singularity takes it, and they obviously have that chance to take it to a third, but I don't see that happen that often. I don't see these map picks trading. I see us going to a third and final map, which is definitely nice to take a look at, right? To start off on this journey on this channel, but in general, to have the upper bracket final be very exciting is something you're always looking forward to. I see that my audio is a little bit on the louder side, so I'm going to swipe it down a little bit. Hopefully your ears were still on a good level for it. But yeah, I'm just excited for this game, and I'm just excited about the start of this channel. I hope you guys really like it too. Be sure to obviously follow our journey, as I said before, right? We are really looking into casting a whole lot of more community-like tournaments. For example, when you look at the Czech Championship, for example, there's usually not an English stream for it. There's a Slovak National Championship now coming in, but also CBCS, for example, the Brazilian scene that comes out, or Gamer Serie A of the Gamers Club. All those small events with ESL Impact, of course, you cannot forget about that. So a lot of chances for us to to put up some nice streams for you guys, to get some nice view parties in, and to provide you guys with lovely commentary in English. Well, that's usually not done in these type of events. Really hope you guys are looking forward. Players are getting onto the server. We've gotten ourselves a 5-on-3 in terms of how many players are on the server. Wu-Tang having 5, Team Singularity only with 3. So for now, we'll drop into a short little bit of a break. You guys can listen to some music. We'll get ourselves ready. In about between now and 5 minutes, the game should be live. So we'll be back pretty shortly with all the action. See you guys after a short break.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
And here we are. Welcome everybody to the first ever stream here on the CSTV English channel. My name is DutchBoy Jesse. Whatever you want to call me. Just had a little bit of a pre-show, a little bit of a pre-talk about what is going on. This is a best of 3 to try and see whichever team can be taking themselves the victory and go into the ESL Challenger League. This is the upper bracket final of the ESEA Advanced Season 46 of the Europe playoffs, of course. Welcome everybody that joined in. My name is Jesse, your DutchBoy. And thank you already Chili Willy and Roya for the follow to this amazing new project, of course. Me and The Gate are hosting, but back to the game now, back to the actual action. Because that's what we're all here for, right? Counter-Strike. And CSGO it will still be. Not CS2, of course. The ESEA Advanced players will continue to be on this fine game that we've played and loved for so long. But now time for change, but still not for this season. A few kills have been found in the start of the round. Singularity does allow themselves to have a man advantage going. They're known to be one of the best teams out there, I think, on the Ancient in Tier 4, Tier 3 scene where they're currently playing. Really looking incredible on this map. 3 out of 3 wins as well in this Pro League season, or Pro League season, in this advanced season of playoffs. Really a team to watch out for, and so you're already seeing a few kills that have been found. Nested with a double. Kulok himself joining him to find a trade. Fukushima, of course. Player with a lot of hype behind it. Now finding himself here on the Wu-Tang lineup. With success. They have been looking incredible. With names as Lecker on that lineup, of course. It's going to only make it better. Nesty will still be putting an end to it. At least for now. The lovely story I was, living up to. Did not live up to what he did. Couldn't find the clutch. So the round gets won here by Team Singularity. Get themselves 1-0 up in this game. As we'll have to see how much further Team Singularity can bring it. As I said before, Ancient, Mirage and Vertigo. Those will be the 3 maps that we're seeing. So definitely map picking being the favorite in this game. Sometimes you would say like, both teams can still do it on the map. Both teams really seem to be specialists on their own map pick. So that might become a little troublesome. This is a good spray for Polo. Double to be lined up and Swiss to help out. The newest addition into the lineup. Under a month he's been together with Team Singularity. But you can clearly see what he has made for himself. So he's a double in this round. He's made up for the silly mistakes that we're sometimes making. I feel like he's really been living up to expectations now, been joining in this team. Many people a little bit doubtful potentially about him coming into the lineup. Not really seen too much by some other teams, but that's been the main story of this lineup in general. If they've came from far, they've always had struggle finding a lineup, but there are always just new players from all over the world coming in. Mainly from Poland, of course, but a lineup with young talent getting together and cleaning house in the matches. Prison himself, of course, also coming in pretty late. Played for Ingentium before. Now we're going to start nading to Fukushima. And after Koluka found that opening nade, player was stuck in. And Fukushima couldn't get away, giving a second kill in the round away to Team Singularity. Of course, Maxter was there to find a trade, but with him having that all been dropped, Mace can still pick it up, but you're not in a favorable position whatsoever if you're Singularity now. And so a 4-on-3 has been found. Favorite position for the team of Singularity. Lecker that start picking up an M4. Jiggling. Prison tries to find him. Snappy shots will be taken, and the Galil will answer with the 3rd in a round. Team Singularity getting a 4-on-2 going. And those are open as you're really looking for Mace watching the cross. He's going to run away. Polo will get the bomb plant in the end. Team Singularity trying to move up to 3. They're really trying their hardest now to continue in this game. The advantageous position they've given themselves. I feel like there's a lot of potential for that to be happening. We'll have to see. 3-0. Certainly here. Still a player trying to hunt and Koloko himself. I am a little skeptical about him finding this kill on Shijin. Not too sure what is going to be happening right there. Important fight potentially that Koloko is going to take. Does seem to do some damage, but in the end the kill doesn't go his way. Still at the attempt, but I guess saving his weapon is good to go as well. 3-0 has with that been found. Team Singularity up on the board and looking to be up for good now. As we'll have to find out if this consistency can continue to shine through here onto the T side. Wu-Tang on an eco. They do have that up, of course, on Fukushima. He's going to try to use it to his advantage. So far, it's been that brawly style we're talking about. The Team Singularity being executed. And with that pistol, usually you find the follow-up round. So probably for now, not too much to worry about just yet, you might have to say. Of course, you're always maybe starting to think about things to be happening. And Swizz will take Mace down with a beautiful frag. Is that coming in? Headshot through the wall. Prison looking in for a second here in the round, but not to be. Clearing info. And now mid that has been contested. Shizin that will get dropped one more time. And Maxter is the only one that's left on the A side. It looks like Lekro is rotating towards B. I think to pick up a weapon. Might try to go in to try and make the cross happen. And avoid it rather from happening for Team Singularity. Headshot found. Lekro. Back on the server. Back to frag. A lot of experience to his name. But yet to really utilize it. And hopefully for Wu-Tang, if they can take themselves that relegation spot. And for some reason, if they would be winning this, of course, there's going to be a very hefty chance that they might get picked up by an orc. And then things are probably going to be looking a whole lot better for them. Because this lineup, being orcless, is a little bit of a shame. These sort of teams, they're just going to be picked up by an organization to continue their support. And with that, allows chances for more practice sessions to come in together. And just improves the overall experience you've gotten. 4-0 so far for Team Singularity. And that's also something not to be too worried about necessarily. Fukushima himself with the op. Watching. As Prism will not be peeking just yet. Spray start coming in. Try to collapse, but out of A they go. Look at that, Team Singularity making so much pace. Koloko the first one to actually get an opener here potentially. Unless Swiss's team first, he won't. That money still comes in. Polo has an op. Watching as CT will cross. Lekro starting to move in. The flash is good. The peak. It's even better for Lekro himself. He will fall eventually. And Fliss has come all the way to CT just to take control. Now he mollies it off just to block the way. And the smoke might fade, but you've got a full CT control. You're just going to get the plant, and that's all you're really looking for in this round. You got to take down Maxter, and Prism is on the lurk. Prism is on the hunt. Mace won't see him cross. He's too late. And Prism will get a freebie with it. Now has to be aware of Mace to be on middle, and that's a flick shot of a lifetime. Beautifully done there for Prism, and just in general, all the pieces seeming to work for Team Singularity. It was a good flash. Lekro get one. But after that, things started to fall very shortly as the timings were very off on that A-hold. A-hold fully putting themselves all the control into the donut players. And once they got smoked off, and once the vision came back, they expected to already have to fight a little earlier. They expected their positions to be a little better. But in fact, their positions were what we could call horrible. That does cause the round to be won by Team Singularity. Great trading, they're coming in for themselves as well. You saw there, Polo, of course, really helping out Swiss to be alive, or at least to not fall without a purpose. Fukushima himself trying to make his friend on middle fall with a purpose now. So he tried to straight, but won't be the case. The 5-7 tries to tap, but tagging is all he does as of right now. As he gets some tagging himself. Those nades are just chipping away. Softens them up nicely for the AKs to start spraying, but an execute to B will come in, and they will leave the M4s on the cave to, for now, become a little useless, as I think Nest is going to watch the cross to come in soon. You will hear the steps, you will hear the push. These are going to be important frags, but Nest himself tries to tap away on Lekro. The swing still comes in for Prism, lining up himself too. Shuts him down. What looked like a surprise attack. Because with Nesta hearing it, it wasn't a surprise anymore. It was just an attack, and that's easily held usually by Prism himself. An op now as well, as Polo dropped it. And Lekro, stuck between a rock and a hard place himself, is probably just going to run away. Give the round over. And that'll be 6-0. Lekro getting taken down by Nesta. Another round that will be won by Team Singularity. 6-0. He's now going to be on that scoreline. Of course, we've yet to see that answer for Wu-Tang coming in. We expect it to be an answer happening onto that second map, of course, of Mirage. But I would have to say, like, does it give you too much confidence losing this map? Very, very big, you know, like a 16 with a single digit probably behind it fashion where we're currently leaning towards. As to how well this Singularity team has so far been playing. And those are things we gotta be thinking about. 1 minute and 30 seconds and mid presence for Team Singularity. Moving in towards Donut. Nasty taking down his friend, but Fukushima will not find a second. Good trade once more for Singularity coming in. Always sticking with the two men with each other. You can see what benefits from it, what you get from it as well. Now players split up. Allows the chance for Koloku to go in with Prism on his back. That's really a good play once more. You see that Molly coming in for Team Singularity. It forces Lekro to fall away. And it also forces Mace to play very passive. Because he is going to be the one there alone. And he doesn't want to die alone to not get traded. But because Lekro cannot help him, he's forced to fall back as well. And that allows no real aggression to come in. Sure, he aggresses towards Ramp now after an entry got given out. But that's all just desperation. As the play seal seems to come in for Team Singularity. I say that. And Lekro, of course, stops that from happening. Makes it an equal situation once more. Nasty on the flank. Will he expect Maxter to be around? He won't. Give Maxter a free shot. And now you know. Lekro is on the B side. You're not really aware of Maze. You have to be careful. Now you do. Now you do know. And Polo is aware and shuts him down. Might make an insane play here. Double already lined up. He has an op. He has the angle. Maxter is going to start swinging in. And that gives Polo the opportunity. And you don't have to tell that twice to him. He will do it. And we're just in the Polo world. As Team Singularity continues to find success here on the T side. What an absolute monster Polo is there with the AWP. Just in another world. This could have gone a whole lot wrong. But in fact, it is a round that they take all day long. By the way, for the people in chat, is the quality of the stream good? Or is it a little bit of you, like you can count the pixels? Because I'm not really sure if there is if it is a good quality. Maybe people can tell me in the chat that are watching now and listening to me brag. I hope you can tell me. I can try to check it out myself now from my phone, but yeah, a little bit of bitrate. Okay, that's something I'm probably going to try to fix in the half stage of this game. Good few frags have been found. Maxter will drop Nasty. Beautiful double. Line them up. This Molly on the backside. Fukushima getting himself some taps on Polo. Kill will not be there to find. Polo walks in for more. With the op around the corner. Lekro getting a 1-for-1 trade himself. Fukushima running in for the op. And that comes him to devastation. He falls. And now the question will remain. Are you aware as a Nasty of a Maze flanking? He was aware for just a second. And they're going to try something new. He is going to try something new. So you are aware that long is a possibility. You are aware that Maze can swing at any given time. And might start to walk in any second too. Timing is key here for Nasty, really is. Brilliant stuff about to happen if Nasty is gonna walk up front to aim. And he does. But still doesn't see Maze in the corner. Doesn't expect him to be there up left. And so a round for Wu-Tang. They start things off. They get their first round on the board. And that's a start that you were hoping for. But a little bit earlier potentially. And that didn't really happen. I hope this has at least solved the issue a little bit. I upped the bitrate a little. Let's hope that does make it a little better. So we'll have to see how this is going to continue. Mace will die early in the middle. So does Nesty. So he gives over the trade. That's really troublesome. That shouldn't have been happening. There was a very decent chance for that round to go very nicely for Team Singularity, but with that trade frag from Maxter, it's making things a whole lot more dicey. Swiss still having other plans, and he will get 1-for-1 traded, opening up the plan to go towards A. And Prism is going to watch them cross. Fukushima will fall, and so does Lekro. Prism is just on another level. Second all picked up. That's a little bit too much, but in the end, swaps it back to get the round, and I feel like Team Singularity is really on a roll, and I feel like I've solved the issue with the bitrate, guys. Is it good now? It's much better, isn't it? At least it shows to be a little better. Let's hope it is. We'll have to find out if there's more to be found. 5 players, Singularity having rifles. Polo himself on the AWP. Going on with a rifle on Wu-Tang is in fact Maxter, so he will try to use it to his advantage the most. But Lekro is the one to claim first blood. Trade frag there for Prism. Walks up towards the B side, gets a double. Team Singularity, first true kills have already been fallen. And now just Maze on the B side, all that's left. 40 health to his name and spraying him. Prism has hurt. Prism is going to look for a third, but oh boy. A little bit stolen. Does not matter necessarily. Because it is still a round that Team Singularity is going to take, and whoever gets the kills doesn't really matter. As long as you just win the round. Thank you, Wetham. Yeah, previously there were some little stutters. Now I've just doubled the bitrate, hoping that that would sort it out. We're still trying, of course, to get it all set up for the future streams to come. And it is a big project, as I just said, me and Dugate to go on. We're really trying to make it something for the community. For everyone that is willing to watch those matches, the fans potentially. That are interested in just having some English commentary for some of these matches as well. So we're hoping that we can provide that to you guys in this way. And of course for the molders of the betting. But that's a topic for another day. Nasty. Oh, he's gonna have that smoke. Doesn't need to pull it as Polo is still isolated. He tried to obviously save him as soon as Polo was gonna be close to falling. In the end, did not happen. 9-1 is still here up on the board for Team Singularity. They've started things off quite nicely. Oh, this spray is also good. Electro getting chipped. Down to 50 they will go. Opener found for Fukushima. First one goes to his name, but trade frag there. Always only good for one himself. Probably needs to have some help around him. Cause that's not something I feel like Wu-Tang have had too much trouble going for. I think Fukushima, for the most part of this tournament, has had the ability to just go for a lot of solo plays coming in, which have worked out. But against Team Singularity, a team that's also in the upper bracket final, you can see that the traits are always there, mainly on a map like Ancient. I'm very much looking forward to see how that will be on Mirage, because that, I think, allows a lot less for Team Singularity to come in, as it's not that of a refined map, rather, coming in for them. That could become troublesome. With the bomb now going down, retake is necessary. But the question is if they will go for it. It's necessary to win the round to play this retake. But to be honest, I don't really see this to be any sort of retake coming out. I feel like this is just going to be Team Singularity taking around, and Wu-Tang getting an AWP into the next with an M4 around it. Because you don't really have yourself the economy funds to work with. So with Maxter saving, he can drop over an M4, can get Fukushima on an AWP. And so can Shazen, he can buy up a weapon as well. So you're with a full buy up next, which is cool. We've got a whole lot more to come going forward. And by the way, guys, in the chat, anyone that knows if Navi and Mouse already finished? I thought it was 2-0 for Mouse and 9-6.5. Did Mirage go the way of Mouse, or did Navi have something to say about it and makes a comeback? I mean, we'll definitely start seeing more people joining in as soon as that match is over. $13-all on Mirage. Wait, is it 13-13? Oh boy. That's interesting. 13-13. Ooh, okay. That's pretty interesting. Because I really thought Navi had what it takes. But apparently, yeah. I was about to say, Mando. I was very excited to see JimFat coming in. And then the first tournament he played, he was just incredibly still a little bit. Didn't really live up to the expectations, I believe, but now really did, right? This Mouse lineup becoming one of the best in the world in such a short amount of time. Yimpat, always been a player I was looking forward to in the Mouse NXT. I cast a lot of Mouse NXT myself, where he was always one of the star players in that lineup, really making a difference, and then making his way towards the main Mouse. Had some struggles in the beginning, but hey, you can see where it all ended up with. With good help, you come far. And 11-1. Surely here now for Team Singularity. Yeah, I have that with a lot of teams, Mando, as well. Like, I think Mouse is a very exciting team to watch. Like, you have some teams as well in there, which, I mean, they play Counter-Strike, and they're just there to, you know, play. They're not necessarily there to entertain. A good team you can talk about is then, like, VP right now, Virtus Pro. They're playing very passive style, always saving with Jame, of course, where the famous meme came in from, but they're playing there just to win, and they're playing their own style, which is, yeah, I mean, on the first eye, a little bit fun to make memes of, but you want to see yourself some shoots in, and I think Mouse is a team that, with that young talent, of course, coming in, they're really greedy to go for certain plays, and they're not bouncing back from one loss, of course. They're not gonna sit there and be like, okay, we're saving 3 rounds in a row. Now, no, they're bringing in some excitement. That's also really great about those youngsters coming into the scene now, making it an exciting game to watch. And so does Singularity themselves. I'm still trying to figure out how I can put them on the spectrum in terms of the full spectrum of all the teams, really. Are they now seen to be a tier 2 team because they're getting closer and closer towards ESEA Challenger? But how will it be going forward to the majors? Will they be there? They will obviously play the open qualifiers, but how will it be going in forward to Source 2? Because they're winning some great tournaments. European Pro League is probably one of the greatest ones you can name. But we'll have to see how that will be. Good kill for Lacro, still found. Going forward towards B. And the round will get won by Team Singularity, but still 2 saves are coming in for Wu-Tang. Mouse is up, and so is Singularity. Trying to move ahead in this game towards their first map win, and towards a very good half going forward. By the way, guys, in the chat, are you guys going to any CS events anytime soon? Or CS2 events, rather? Because there are some lands, of course, coming up. I mean, I don't have my tickets yet, but I do have flight tickets already to Katowice. And I do have my tickets to the Blast Major as well, so I'm definitely prepared for some crazy Counter-Strike, of course, yet to come. But I'm always interested to see what you guys do have planned. Wu-Tang, they're still picking up a second round, and although Mouse is continuing to steamroll, for now, Team Singularity starts to fall still a little. Sure, they've still gotten 12 rounds, so you cannot say anything of it other than this is still just insane. But we do see some scars slowly starting to show. That being in the favor of the Wu-Tang team. Prism, this would be insane, but gonna see him cross. 5 bullets for Maze, and he's trying to find the final piece. 14 health. And will fall. Maxter with the final piece, picking it up, and Wu-Tang up to 2. A start that has been relatively great going forward. I'm looking forward to that future, of course, here from Team Singularity as well. How will that be? I've seen them play. I've been casting. Maybe some of you have seen the European Pro League as a good example. I have been a caster of that tournament for some time, but unfortunately they didn't have room anymore. So that spot got to fall from my side, but they have always been there trying to work their way around. And if you're following Singularity a little bit, they've been killing all the opponency. And also in this series and in this playoffs bracket. Control for Wu-Tang over towards the B ramp has been taken, so that's quite huge. They've taken a lot of space now. And although the A side falls, you're still gonna have a 5-on-5 retake coming in. Which is a pretty good position, I would say, for the side from Wu-Tang to be in. They can start sticking back together. Making great adjustments. Actually getting it to work once more. They're gonna be repositioning with each other. Gonna stick together. And let the trades not be to the side from Singularity, but to their own. Entry found for Lacro. He's gonna swing in. Nasty with a double, but that is not enough. Polo has to go absolutely wild here with the op. Breathtaking performance as of right now, but Kukushima, that is just one step ahead. Knew was gonna try to abuse the smoke as soon as he could. Need to find the one-on-ones there. Not to be. And 12-3 has been found for Team Singularity in their favor. 2 rounds in a row now for Wu-Tang. But will 3 be enough to speak of anything going forward? I'm honestly not too sure. Ooh, Na'Vi have taken some back. Maybe we make it go to OT there. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I hope so as well. I gotta say, like, I don't know how you guys' opinions is about it, but I like ESL Pro League. ESL Pro League is with the format and stuff always one of my favorite tournaments. The fact that I'm now casting an event where I'm allowed to cast on with very good teams on there, which technically allows a path into the ESL Pro League. That's just very great to imagine. Or that's, I guess, unbelievable to imagine, really. Singularity winning a lot of series after this, of course, but if they would win this series, let's say, they're going into ESL Challenger League, and then when they would win a lot of matches there and actually prove themselves in a lot of the tier 2 scene, beating a lot of good teams, but hey, there is that chance, and even you, coming from ESEA Open yourself, can be participating for a spot in Pro League. It takes a few years potentially to get there, and you have to be very, very insane. A lot of hard work goes into it, but when you do it, when you get a lot of wins, there is that path, there is that chance, and they're not taking it away from you. For now, 13-3, it looks like it might be all done. Spray that comes in. Good kill there found from Swizz. Gonna take Fukushima away. And we have an OT, that's good. That's very, very nice, Mando. Good for letting me know. You love to see it. Now if you reverse sweep, question mark. Maybe. It would be interesting. And this one could also be a reverse sweep. But this first map looks about done. The Eagles are able to do work, but not against these SMGs that are coming in. Don't see this one at all go in the way of Wu-Tang. And it's also not really necessary. Good kill still found for Swizz. And Maxter with the Eagle trying to spray. Catches at least another one off guard. Little spray. Not connecting. Koloku and Swizz themselves. Be ready. Around the corner. No player really pushing around. Swizz himself now knowing where Maxter is, so that should be an easy find. Player starting to rush. Slowly but surely, things are starting to become a little dicey here. Time is running out. Oh, a knife potentially Swizz. How is he here? Maxter can't believe it. And I think he died off the time. Because he has only 2.7k. That's interesting. Wu-Tang, or Wu-Tang, having, of course, their own map pick still coming up next. It's been a map that they have always been winning throughout this whole ESEA Advanced season. Every single time they've played Mirage, they've won it. So sure, there still is a chance for them going forward, but there's going to be very limited chances forward, really. Very limited time that they've gotten. Their window of opportunity becomes slimmer by the second. So I have to see how much more there is to find. Good swing coming in. Koloku with a double. Nasty with the nade. And so, a 5-on-2 that has been found. Openings found all over the board. And Swizz that finds an AK there in the middle. Wu-Tang unsure of where to go. Looks like they will try to go A, but that's where Polo is waiting already with the AWP. Should have an easy fight here. A scout rather it is. Doesn't really get a tag. Yeah. I'm honestly a little bit skeptical about that as well. And Noah, why didn't they pick or why didn't they ban away Ancient? You know this is the favorite map for Team Singularity coming in, but apparently they really don't like Nuke. It hasn't been their strongest map, and they've also seen what Team Singularity can do, so rather want to go for like a more buggy style map. But the fact that you've like never played this map in this entirety of the playoff season, finger crossed for them that they can still come back, right? We want to make it be a 3-mapper, I think, but I mean, for the sake of the series, right? That's all. That's always what we're saying. Team Singularity definitely being the team to watch out for here in the entirety of this map. Map picks trading was going to be the case in my eyes from the start of this game, but this being a 16-3 here now. I'm saying it. Caster said it, so let the curse be coming in. That means, obviously, that Wu-Tang will have to fully crawl their way back. And I'm not too sure if that's going to be something really happening, right? Bouncing back like that is pretty hard, pretty tough. And And Colocco will try to find the final piece here. Final bullets are being sprayed. And they will win the round. 16-3 now in the favor of Team Singularity to really claim that first map in a big way. And now we have about 2.5 minutes before the next map will start. After that, around 5 minutes. So let's say a 7-minute pause before we're going into that next game. So be sure to stick around, guys. We will be back shortly with the action on this best of 3 series. It being Mirage coming up next, the map pick from Wu-Tang. A chance for them to come back. We've yet to see if that will be found. We'll be back shortly. Be sure to stick around.
Hold me close till I get up. Time.
And thank you, Mendo, for the follow. Much appreciated. There's still something I wanted to say before we go into a break. Thank you so much for everyone, of course, that has been watching here. That everyone has been ready for this new sort of project that me and The Gate have started. Much appreciated for all the support, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. And as I said, we'll be back shortly because Mirage is already loading in. That means we should be there in about 5 to 10 minutes with the next game.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight,
sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy.
And so the second map will start. It's Wu-Tang taking on Team Singularity. And it is currently a 1-0 for the side from Team Singularity. They're just one map away, ladies and gentlemen, from qualifying for the ESL Challenger League. My name is DutchBoy or Jesse, whatever you want to call me. And this could just be one of the most insane upsets, of course, to happen. Wu-Tang looking so good with this lineup. Team Singularity so incredibly unknown. And they themselves, I think when I checked the bookies, having the definite disadvantage at the people at home watching, of course. They weren't looking the best in terms of how people thought of them. But they're still a team to watch out for in every single direction, of course. And now Mirage being one of the next victims, of course, for this team. In the break, thank you still for Mendo following, Flynn, CS, and Well Why Not Fan. Thank you guys all for the follows, guys. Much appreciated. Welcome to the new project here that me and The Gate have been creating. To try and get more and more from these type of community streams up. In a tournament that would be interested in having an English stream there. A community provided broadcast. We could provide you guys that. And we are here, of course. That's our slogan. And we are, in fact, now here in this game as well. Team Singularity gotten themselves the first few kills in the round. Already taking the A side free for grabs is Wu-Tang. Looked like Singularity was going to be able to hold, but not to be. Ooh, that could have been the bomb going down, or the bomb to be dropped on the ground, rather, by the P250. Was not to be. The flash still comes in. Polo getting checked. Fukushima with another one. He tries to go for a third. It's just Swiss remaining. And he does have them down to low health. So he has to get just 2 taps on Fukushima. And 1 on Maxter now. They're starting to run away. Go back to B. And Swiss should realize this soon. Ooh, he's going to stick to A. Oh, he's going to go into Palace. This could be insane. Swizz, is he going to be aware? I think he spotted out the feed. Maxter has seen him. And Swizz, if he went into a position just a little bit earlier, a tiny bit faster, that could have been his round. But Wu-Tang start things off with the pistol. And that's almost already better than in the whole game that we saw from Wu-Tang on Ancient, of course, being won 16-13 by Team Singularity. 16-3, sorry, by Team Singularity. I would have to say, right, Mirage is a map where I would definitely give the benefit of the doubt to Wu-Tang, but once we're going into Vertigo, I once again have to say, like, Team Singularity definitely having an upper hand in my eyes, so for Wu-Tang it's very important to win this map, but you're not fully there yet. And when you win this map, no, you're not fully going to be able to be the main person to watch out for, the big dog there. You're still going to be the underdog, I feel like, when you're going into map 3. Just because of how insane that first map was. For now, things that are starting to wrap up a little. The Mirage being a map on its own, and that's where Wu-Tang seems to shine in. Definitely looking good at the start of this round. The bomb that will be transferred over towards A. Wu-Tang heading in. They will get the bomb planted. Person from under in the name of Maze. Making his way all the way. Up towards the shortstop there, but gonna go back as soon as he realizes no one is really there. B plays, that's where Team Singularity is, but they're saving a Deagle and a Scout, so arguably so. Well, you know this as a Wu-Tang, they do. They do know that the weapons that they're saving right now are not that great. I wouldn't say it's a good plan to run in with your Galils and die. It would be too costly for those AKs to fall. Max, they're still trying to hint for it, but I think it costs more than it brings to you. And so, Nexter instantly running away as soon as he realizes this. And Wu-Tang to save their 4 weapons. Team Singularity will win an eco nevertheless, so these weapons are going to be just a little bit of an added up point. And Prism has gotten himself a little bit of a technical problem. So waiting for that to be restored, and then we'll be back quite soon. Thank you, Shawshank94, for the follow. Much appreciated, man. I hope you are enjoying the stream. And he's gotten some ping issues on the server, he says. Yeah, 92. Once you are obviously on, like, America's server as a EU, and that is ping that is, like, acceptable. But once you have ping problems on your own server, it is like packet loss, and that's the worst that you can have, because it isn't delay, it's also you teleporting all over the map, the game just not knowing where you are, because it just for some reason skips frames, skips everything. And when you have like 100 millisecond of time, for example, these EU players playing on American servers, just 100 millisecond of a difference, which you feel, obviously. But it isn't as bad as having 100 ping on your own servers. Thank you, by the way, Capsnix for the follow. Much appreciated, man. Welcome to the club. And a 2-0 start, so for Wu-Tang. Nexus themselves having to play in about 20 minutes. I don't think they're going to be making that game against Mouse NXT. And Nexus versus Mouse NXT being on the default date right now might still relieve it to be a schedule to be had on tomorrow. But we obviously don't know how Mouse NXT will be with their schedule tomorrow. So that will be something that we're down the line trying to figure out. Wait, did Jimpot get the MVP? Or just today? That is insane. Yeah, so Mouse qualifying for Katowice, so I will see Mouse there. I'm going to Katowice at least. And of course the Blast Premier World Final as well. Another real big contender down there. Because currently Nexus is still playing BadX Valgok. Nexus is in a third mapper of CCT. And I'm not too sure if they will continue that, of course. But I do see that Torsi has gotten the MVP. So I'm not too sure where you found the info about the Impot. Maybe he got it for today. But it looks like Torsi is the MVP for the Pro League in general. Even person leaving. Prism really having issues. Last game popping off. Really popping heads very quickly. And easily taking down quite a lot. And Next is still playing versus the Prodigy Sweden in that best of 3. You probably thought it was going to be done earlier. But Nexus being Nexus. Wanting to go into OT and then losing it in the end. Being 8-7 up on the T side of Nuke. And then making it go to OT. It's just Nexus things where their CT is always their struggle point. Is always their weakness. And now Singularity is asking for a server change. So when the match is going to happen, I currently have no clue. I wish I knew. I wish I had future information, unfortunately. The match will probably be scheduled for tomorrow. Unless Mouse NXT is willing to wait until that match is over. Or if, for example, the team of Nexus forfeits the third map against Prodigy Sweden. That could also be a possibility. But I don't know if CCT likes that too much. And I think they have the opportunity to reschedule it to tomorrow. So then probably tomorrow will be the match. But the problem with the match being tomorrow is that if Nexus doesn't win now, they have to play tomorrow. No, they don't have to play tomorrow. I'm stupid. Yeah, they have to play tomorrow on 2 a.m. Or 2 p.m. So that won't be conflicting with anything now. So that will be the only decision they really have. They have to play it tomorrow in the evening somewhere. But you don't know how that schedule for Mouse NXT obviously is looking. And the match got to be finished before Tuesday. Because that's when the match between Alternative Ducks has to happen. And so, a whole lot of things going wrong. But definitely one sure thing is that Nexus wants to play that game. Because they are, in fact, still fighting for that spot in ESL Challenger. And that's a pretty important one to have. Either Nexus or Mouse NXT will go through into the ESL Challenger relegation at least, and still has a chance to go to that second place spot, of course. So you really want to do everything in your power you potentially can to make it into that relegation. It being such an important position for you to be in, having a chance to go to ESL Challenger, and I think that is kind of the dream of every single tier 3 team now, to have a chance to qualify for Pro League next year. A lot of teams have already fallen short. Big names like Entropic, Endpoint, Anonymous, Los Coguros Gen 1, all not there anymore. But inside, Alternative Talks, Big Academy, 9 Pandas, Singularity, and who would have thought Wu-Tang, out of all the players, or out of all the teams, making it in there. I'm not too sure if we're going to get that server change that we're hoping for. Prism, still rocking at 80 ping. I tried to mute myself for that cough. Did this really go as planned? Yeah, G2 Vitality ends. For Vitality, I have a pretty good reason for it, I would say. Jesus, my bad. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I'm coughing now a little. And then it starts completely messing up. I mean, they've made a little graph of whichever teams are already playing Source 2. And Vitality was one of them. So you would assume that with them going towards that Source 2 position, we'll be moving back to me for a second. I didn't think that would close down that quickly. So they're creating a new server IP. That could be troublesome, because I already have some trouble sometimes getting that IP. But what I was saying, of course, once you are looking at Vitality, of course, playing Source 2 already, just to prepare for what's coming, you're obviously going to be thinking about them having to be in a little bit of a worryable position going back to Go. It's obviously a change they're once again making. And a few teams had that. I don't think G2 had it yet. But for a team like Vitality to go to Source 2, their scrim, and then come back to Go to play against teams that have fully started playing Go from the get-go, continuing on, that is a switch you're going to make once more. And that might be something where they felt a little bit unusual in their abilities. A little bit heartbroken, probably. And just in general, not fully sharpened up for what was about to come. And that being a pretty good game coming out. Let's see, the server request came through. So I'm gonna check. Can I get the GoTV IP? Let's hope that the faced admins respond quickly. They usually do so. But now it's totally out of my control in terms of how fast we're gonna get into the game. But the 2-0 will stand, at least for now. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm doing some fairly decent events. I'm part of the CCT community for quite some time. Cast for Entropic for about 2 years. Since this week, also doing football commentary in my own language. So I'm definitely doing some nice stuff, but it's always nice, man, to see those compliments in the chat. Much appreciated, Bad X Falgo. Hope you're enjoying the stream, and I think you are. And who knows, one day. I mean, it's for some reason always a fluke I have myself. Because for me, inside of the playoffs of ESEA, and whenever Entropic is in the playoffs, every single time I'm sick. Every single time. They've been in the playoffs for so many times, but it's just been something else, really. Yeah, always, Sean. Always having that trouble. So it's currently 1-0 Charizard for Singularity. And the second map is 2-0 currently for the side from Wu-Tang. They're making a little bit of a comeback. Yeah, it's always bad luck. Every time it's Robert goes into playoffs, I'm sick then. And then I'm trying to hype up. I'm trying to talk. And as you guys saw a few minutes ago, my voice cannot handle. I have to cough like for 1 or 2 minutes. And then it goes alright. And I hope it doesn't happen in the middle of a clutch, because that would be insane. Thank you, Kirk and Bag Milker for the follows. Much appreciated, guys. And I do have to go TV now. Server changed. And so a new server IP for me. And I'm connecting. So what's currently going on, guys, is that we have gotten a server change for Team Singularity coming in. And I got to go TV late. And Wu-Tang is 4-0 up now. So there was a server change. And here you can see that it's now 4-0 for Wu-Tang Mix. Honey is the best remedy for cough. It is. I've had to use it this year, unfortunately, a lot of times. With some tea, it's the best. It's the best. Thank you, B2K Johnny, as well, for the follow. Much appreciated, guys, for all the support already on this first stream of Chaos here for the CSTV. For the people that have joined in a little later, CSTV is a new project me and Dugate started to be the community caster that all tournaments can contact or be aware of the existence. We're trying to get a lot of streams or tournaments where there's no English stream to be commentated on this channel. And me and Dugate are... did always do that separated on both our channels, but now we're getting together to a clash, do it with each other, make it a whole nice project. So it's definitely worth to follow if you're interested in our journey, and if you are looking forward to see more of these type of streams, the Brazilian scene, CBCS, or all the advanced games probably next season. So hopefully it's all achieved well, and then we can obviously continue. Thank you, Abby's and Sean, for the follows then as well. And now we're 5-0 up here for Wu-Tang. So complete opposite of previous game. Whereas the previous one was 16-3 in the favor of Team Singularity. I think it's now starting to go down that path for Wu-Tang. With the T side being the side where they're most comfortable. Bad X Valgok as well, much appreciated. Already there for Wu-Tang. No op yet bot. Now it will finally come out. Speaking of the devil, really. For the T side. Trying to nitpick their way through into middle. It's probably going to be Gukushima's turn now to do so. Still has not died yet. That is a problematic situation, if you ask me, for Team Singularity. Not having taken down Gukushima yet here on the CD side as well. And a map 3 is definitely something that I first anticipated to get as well, by the look of both of the map picks. But in this sort of fashion, with 16-3 and it being so one-sided in this map, that's definitely not something I think anybody expected or did see coming. It's great to see that both teams are so refined on their own map pick, but the other team, maybe having done a different veto, would have gotten some different results. Sure, Team Singularity might not like a certain map. Mirage just seems to have been a very good map for Wu-Tang. One of their real expert plays. Lacro himself spotting out Prism. He's going to take him down. Good shot found. There's Prism falling. So a 3-on-2 in the favor of Wu-Tang. Oh, and Swizz expecting players to run out. Expecting players to crawl, but he's not going to see the bomb cross. Sure, Swizz comes in behind. And he's going to go towards B, so he might catch them off from behind or pretty soon. The question is, will he take one? Will he take that fight versus Lacro already? And immediately start fighting? Yes, he will. No trigger discipline, giving Maxter a chance to trade, but he will not find it. As Swizz is going to take two. Dropping the bomb. Incredible as to how he did that. Not getting that double, and you lose the round if you're Team Singularity. And out of nowhere, he calls another lifeline and makes it work, makes it happen. 5-1 in the favor of Team Singularity, and that's just incredible, to say the least. Thank you, Frederick Jensen, or Jensen, for the follow. Much appreciated. And so the 5-1 is there for the team of Team Singularity. Good first kill for Polo. It's taking a second. The op put back into use. And on Ancient, he sure was there to find a whole lot of success. And we can see that will continue on this map of Mirage. Being such an op-heavy map as well to use. Sometimes a triple op setup might even be working due to the long angles you have to use. But a USP might also be put to work. Oh, Polo! So close with the op and then pulls out the USP. But definitely not a kill he should get away with. Absolutely unbelievable. And Mace and Jason, that are the two men left. Swing coming in, Mace taking down Koloku. Now two more to find this round. Could be done very soon. Unless Wu-Tang can get that bomb planted. They have to go fast because players are rotating in and they still think they have a good timing, but the timing has already been well gone. Damage still done from Shazen, though, allowing an opportunity. Oh, Shazen might still do it, but pushes out a little bit too far, giving Nesty a nice view of his shoulder. And that's enough to take him down. Second on the board for Team Singularity. And so, going to be crawling their way closer to Wu-Tang here on this city side. Thank you, Yimfat to follow. And Moldo as well. Much appreciated, guys, for the support. And no, but it's not the Yimfat that is in mouse. Still much appreciated. Polo with a 1-for-1. To the A side he goes. That bomb will go down back in middle. This Deagle does a lot of damage. Lacro well done to Prism. As he drops him. The bare-handed Deagle he had, just that secondary. That's all that they had to offer. The bomb that will start to move back into B. Allowing it to get planted soon enough. For us to have a retake with an opportunity for Singularity to make waves, or for Wu-Tang to be in a little bit of a better position, because so far you can clearly see they've lost ground fairly quickly. That economy really going to be a pain soon enough. Will Polo go for it? Does not seem like it. They're arriving very late. Kukushima will take the first. And that leaves Nasty to fall away. So taking a long time to go for that play. They're not really going for it. You'd lose the op. That gets picked up by Kukushima. And Nasty won't even attempt. So this is very painful to say the least. This is really not something I saw coming. But a round win surely there, and that's in the end what's going to matter. Still, surprisingly enough, right, Wu-Tang, after that first map, immediately just bouncing back, in a way, where they're actually taking a whole bunch of control back in their own hands now. And I don't know how much trouble this will arise. This is at least going to be a good op shot found. Beautifully done there on Polo. An entry taken. First blood drawn. An immediately good start here for the side from Wu-Tang. Once more, Maxter getting challenged. Ding to his face. M4 under control of Prism, but then runs out to find Lekro there. Expected to only have one to fight against, which was low, so arguably a good fight to take, but falling down definitely becomes a problem. And that also is not that good. Kill will be found. And the bomb is going to get planted. Still in the smoke, Swizz. Moving up and down the stairs. And will get a bullet right between his skull. Wu-Tang up to 7. They will be one round away from winning this half now. And that being on the T side is a very good show in here on Mirage. How much more can they do? Is there anything left in the tank here for Team Singularity on this map? Or will they have to do it on the third map? Obviously, we're only 10 rounds in, but it already looks like a very good map here coming in for Wu-Tang. Might not be something that could be stopped there by Singularity. They have to win a lot of rounds to make me start to believe again. And this could be the first bit that they can find. Nesty pushing out the smoke and completely isolate, you have to say. Like, that should be a double kill for Wu-Tang. That should be like a 1-for-1 trade, but Nesty will just take down Lekro and allow a free round potentially to go Singularity's side. They shouldn't have been theirs, but once the opponent is lacking a little, that becomes a troublesome prospect. Polo himself watching as the CT comes out. Nesty himself, 12 bullets left, will be checked. Maxter with the kill, 2 bullets remaining. Needs a 1-tap. Needs to find a kill. He knows where Polo is, and the time is still on his side. Well, he's not going to do enough to let him cross. And so, the bomb that will go down. Oh no, he's going to peek. He's going to find it. Maxter with the clutch. A 1-on-2 for the Swede. And that's Wu-Tang up to 8. Really looking good there. And I don't know if Polo was really aware of that push to come in. Probably expected Maxter to do some insane move around. When you saw him, for example, going all the way to jungle or even back to B. Polo didn't know. But I think could have at least watched the CT angle. That would have been the least that he can do. So a little bit of a misplay there for Polo coming in. But it allows opportunity here for Wu-Tang for this T side to continue. And in general, just to be an insane sight to witness. Both teams trying. And soon or later we will get that chance to see the match from Nexus and Mouse and XT. I think right now there should be a result to it. It got replaced to 9 PM. So Mouse and XT is waiting for Nexus. That is interesting. They don't want to play tomorrow, so that match will be happening today, but it's going to be after the game from Nexus is finished, probably on the CCT, which is actually pretty interesting. I didn't think that decision would come through. I thought it was just going to be rescheduled for tomorrow, but hey, it allows opportunity for the teams to have another day to prepare for their next game. And I feel like both teams are really up for it. Wu-Tang is also up for another day of practice, but just in general, a few more weeks of practice for the ESEA Challenger League, because they're really starting to make waves towards it. This could be a second map one, making us go to a third and final one, where that could be the decider between whichever team of these two will go to ESEA Challenger League. And this is a big turnaround we're currently seeing. The Poles are really having trouble to continue against this EU squad of Wu-Tang. And And it's obviously going to be hard to imagine. But one of these two teams, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go into ESEA Challenger League. And you might be wondering, why is that? I mean, these teams are seeming to be pretty inconsistent. Both teams taking up one map that they're very good at. But the other team, for now, not really able to do a single thing. To sure, Team Singularity is good on Ancient. But on Mirage, they're having trouble against a team they earlier beat in a big way. And then playing against tier 2 opponents. Maybe Team Spirit, of course, being in there as well. Very, very good opponency. Also thinking about a Monty potentially once more taken on. And that will be troublesome for teams that are in this inconsistent of a style. They really got to improve, and they've already been together for quite some time. Wu-Tang, of course, having that opportunity to still show themselves that success. And Singularity themselves, of course, having a 3-man pact. But that playing against teams that have been together for years or have insane orgs with so much legacy backing themselves up. Singularity is without a doubt, a very good organization and legacy-wise there. But it ain't the team that has been having too much in terms of like going towards tier 2, going towards tier 1 in CSGO in general. That's the whole point I'm trying to bring up. Which could become a harder task for them. Yeah, Monty, Apex, 9. 1-win Movistar. Not one of these two teams in. They will qualify for the next ESL Challenge League, which will be next year. But still, you gotta be thinking about those to be the case. Tournament where you have a lot of prize money on the line, but also very good competitors to play against. Wu-Tang mix themselves now running into the B side. Swiss is here with a Deagle. Spotting out the Shadow. Maxter is going to take him down. Looking in for another. Looking for the second, but he won't find it. At least Prism to find it. And now Coloco, that's the final person that's remaining here for the Singularity team. Smoke to retrone. Bomb to go down. Retake opportunity here. But I don't think they're going to go for this retake. I highly doubt it. That should be an 11-2 scoreline here in favor of Wu-Tang. Oh, AK. Spotting out Coloco cross. Damage done through the box, and Shai will take him. Well done there. For also such a young prodigy in this team. Have not seen too much from him. Shizen. 21 years old. Played for Mouse NXT back in the day as well a little bit. Isako Boars. Illuminar, but now on a little bit of a break. About 9 months, but back with such an insane mix he brought together here in Wu-Tang. Very insane to say the least. Need to be thrown. Jason is trying to find it. Good kill taken. Jason looking in for another. He gets a second. Well done for Wu-Tang. What a good start from the ex-Mouse NXT player, of course, in a Shizen. Has a big future ahead of him, potentially here with the Wu-Tang, or just in general himself. CS2 coming in. We all really don't know what's about to happen, what's about to unfold this round. Been an absolute roller coaster. Like it's possibly been for the last few months between these players. How will Source 2 be hitting? How do you like it? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it like Smuya does? Thinking he will never be competing again. There's also a lot of players that are just very exciting to have a new refreshing game that they can play, that they can become very good at and make legacy once more. Maxter with a good kill on Polo. 2v1 in favor of Wu-Tang now. With the bomb slowly going off, this could be around for Wu-Tang in any second, and it will be. Maze well done, final kill found. And 12-2 in the favor of Wu-Tang. They will be 4 rounds away from getting a very one-sided Mirage up in their belt. And making us go to the third map with less than 2 hours of stream. I mean, that's pretty interesting if you ask me. It is crazy, man, though. I have never seen this before. Or, I have seen this before, but I have never casted this before. I've seen a game where it was 16-3, like 16-6, but 16-3, 16-2 would be on another level. I do think Singularity is still going to fight back, though. And I think on the T side, they might have a chance to take a few rounds here and there. Definitely once you're looking at a pistol. Comes in Kokula or Koloku. Waiting for Shizen to run in. Falling down. 2 more to find here. And 1 on B. That's all Wu-Tang has to deal with. This scout. Rotation comes in for Nesta. So now 2 to deal with, as I said earlier. For Wu-Tang's side. But 2 more to deal with now for Singularity as well. That's all that's left of the push. Maxter and Lekro starting to make their way in. Lekro on the back of the site. Does seem to get some damage on top of him. Down to 18. And he will be falling down. So third on the board for Singularity. They need 13 more to get Mirage to their side. I don't see that to be likely, but at least the beginning of something special. Beginning of something cool. Ding comes in. Prism. An opener. That's definitely working its wonders. 5 on 4 that has been found. Entry for Team Singularity. Ooh, they're running up to Colm. They really are. Maxter is still there with Lekro watching short. Lekro trying to take them down with the USP. 2 have already been found and the A side has also been held. Wu-Tang playing like they're in the kindergarten once more. And Lekro himself, of course, as well. Tapping away another. That's the bomb dropped. Lekro could still do it, but Swiss stops him in his tracks. Unbelievable that round could have been, but Singularity was on the board. And as I said before, this T-side is definitely possible when you pick up the pistol. Hey, the first step has been done. And that means just a few more steps to take before this becomes quite dicey. Team Singularity is not done yet, although they're still quite far down mental-wise. This T side is favoring them ever so slightly. They are, in fact, the team. And that's something many players or people might still forget. This is the team right now here in this scenario. They are the team that is, realistically speaking, should be looking better on their T side than they are on the CT side against this more mixy team. That's exactly what you're looking for. Why doesn't the HLTV board update? Nasty kills to 6. I don't know. To be honest. Prism. Finding another. Mace. Putting an end to that. And this might still get dicey. Jason will take down Koloko. And that was the rifle in the round. And that's everyone falling. This bomb will be defused. And Wu-Tang is going to take this round. You expected something. Didn't you? We expected something of a comeback. But I feel like that thought is now completely blown away. This bomb will go down, sure thing. But the rifles that Singularity have to offer are not going to be there this round. So they will go for Armor Tech 9s. And they will most likely play for either OT when they lose this round. Or they will just continue to force 3 rounds in a row and full sell it to go to a third and final map. I wouldn't be surprised with any of those options. Nades are coming in. Fukushima. Oh, and Nesty. Well done. Nades are coming in. Kill's been taken. And Electro trying to find Prism off guard. He catches him. Just Electro remaining. All left standing. Team Singularity going towards their 5th. And as you can see, everyone is 1 kill off. So that makes sense what Mendo says. Everyone is 1 kill off. And because Prism died 2 times or reconnected 2 times, their kill count will also fall. And I mean, that's the whole dicey thing with betting on kill amounts. I don't know what happens now with all those server changes. So, you know, you never know. It could be both. Maybe they think HLTV is the leading charge, even though they found another kill. I have no clue about that. So, that's not an answer I can say. Singularity taking another round. And I can honestly not believe my eyes at what I'm seeing. Both teams fighting their hearts out, but on the other hand, Wu-Tang being so far up that you don't even think this game is still possible, but you're still watching it because there's always that possibility. And Team Singularity is a team that's good on the T side, blah, 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 but 1 round for Wu-Tang, and once again you're resetting Team Singularity. They win a round with pistols. And now I might try and do it with rifles against the rifles, but who knows, of course, what Maze and Maxter can do when they're under Palace. They won't toss that smoke. Just taking the damage, eating it. Another smoke towards Palace coming in, and Singularity taking very long to get themselves out of ramp. Tomas from Fukushima not getting himself an opener. And will Singularity start rotating? To at least make noise to go back. And I think they will still end up on A. At least that would be my guess for them. I don't see any reason for them going all the way to B. And with all this control that Wu-Tang have now created, and Prism, Sloan falling, there's only going to be a 4-man push coming in. Prism has seen the double, so he knows there's maximum of 3 players there. And they can probably guess that there's only 2 because mid still has to be held. Mace will fall. And Maxter is going to die as well. So that's a side opened up. Wu-Tang pushing with 2. But you need to find the headshot because otherwise that cam will show so much that the intel is there. If he found a headshot there, then you're probably expecting a 4-man stack. Now you're only expecting 2. And that's how much of a thought process goes into these guys' minds. You see the death cam, you know there's only 2. And you just run your way through. Well done. Really well done here. I love what I'm seeing for these 2 teams. And it looks like we're once again going to have the same coming forward. Singularity picking themselves up another round. They're going up to 6 now. And Wu-Tang themselves still struggling to continue here on the CT side. Singularity trying to make quick work of them by gaining a lot of info towards that B site. That was the beginning of that amazing round for the T Singularity side. And surprisingly enough, it was on the back of an entry for Wu-Tang. 2 Zeuses now. Let's show what you can do with that. Lacro and Maxter. Both towards B. So are they gonna sit? One is gonna sit up the balcony. And Lacro is gonna go up short. Not really sure what they're gonna be opting to go for here, but as Lacro fall in, he had the same idea as Maxter, so now both of them pulled apart from Prism. And he's definitely not having any issues anymore. Because he's just banging. Absolutely amazing stuff there from the pole. Looking very, very solid in this occasion. Good shot there from Fukushima. Nasty to fall himself. And the bomb to go down. So Fukushima might still find a kill, but that's all they really have. The round bin seems to be theirs for Singularity. And they will only be what looks like 6 rounds away from tying things up. And that's still a lot, don't get me wrong. And Wu-Tang themselves now going for pistols. So this is becoming a troublesome situation here, Wu-Tang. Because they are slowly but surely starting to lose ground. Sure, they will have a full buy soon. Sure, they will have full loss bonus. But Singularity have money for days starting to come in. And with a fast A push, with this round going the way of Singularity in a convincing way, they've gotten a few buys back and forth coming in. But I say, with a round this going to Singularity, that doesn't even seem to be the case. It's just Polo having to go for a 1 in 4. Okay, he takes 2. But will they allow to have it? It is still Polo. It is still Polo. He could still do it. Polo has a chance. Up against Lecro. So much experience to his side. He's going to spray the Deagle. And with a final shot, it's 12 HP between Lecro and losing the round. But he wins it. Polo almost making it work. But Wu-Tang wants to go to a third map, and Lecro being the one to lead the charge with it. Oh my goodness, Polo. That could have become so incredibly interesting. But he doesn't make it work. The round will go to the Wu-Tang side, and they will have a full buy now coming in as well. They already had an eco, which was going to give them a full buy, so then winning is just a bonus added up to it. For Singularity, a fast play will come out. They're moving up to B. The only one there is Lecro. But you can ask him to hold, and he will at least deliver for 1 minimum every single time. Mexter as well on the site. Sweet already arriving. Polo himself with the AWP this time. Trying to find a gap between the smoke. And has spotted out Mace as well, but will still be burning. This might be hurt. It's a 3-on-3. And on the site, Nasty making waves. Fukushima arrived. Nasty to fall. Still creating space. Prism tries to swing around. Rough around the edges, but that's where Fukushima is as well. Just Polo. In a world of IDs, he's been able to take a 1 in 4 down to just a 1 on 1. So this would be the same, realistically speaking, as what he did previously in the round. But previously, he did not have an AWP. He had an AK to work with, and an AWP is a powerful weapon, but not for a clutch. Wu-Tang up to 15. Singularity have got just pistols and an AK to make us go further on Mirage. And Wu-Tang wants to make us go to a third. They're desperately trying to make us go to Vertigo. And I am honestly... Koloku gonna swing out. Double kill taken. And it's all left for Maze. And a 1 on 5. Four left. And Singularity trying to go and make their way towards the 8th. Swinging out is Polo. Ding coming to his name, and Singularity, that will be up to 8. This has been a game that is going to continue to be right in history, I guess. Because what a weird series. go. 27. The nade on the side will come in. Singularity will go up to 9 themselves. It's the bomb going down. So another bomb will explode. And Wu-Tang is going to be on pistols. So this game is still not done, ladies and gentlemen. This game can still go on for quite some time. Unless Wu-Tang can fully put the nail in the coffin. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be surprised about an overtime, to be honest. Like, we're seeing things for Singularity that I really like, that we have to see coming out from them. Really something I expected to see here on the T side. Maybe we expect a little bit more on the CT side, but that's probably where overtimes are for. Some rounds in the end that have been won with rifles. Koloku. Gonna walk up towards the con site. Instantly around there is Shizen. Smoke towards short from Maxter. Prism. Polo with the kill. Swizz finding more. Things all falling down. 5 on 2 has been found. And Team Singularity. They're starting to go in towards 11. Their territory becomes bigger and bigger here on this map. 11 is there. And we'll have to see if Wu-Tang have gotten anything to offer here. This could be OT. It really is. A little bit more silent now. Because in some random event. Let's see how this round will go. 1 minute left on the clock. Both teams playing very passive, but Singularity leaning towards B. I'm now fully back. Hey, how is it going? I mean, this has been an insane game so far, the Gate, I can tell you. Both teams really fighting to the end. And battling it out for their heart, as Singularity now making an insane comeback. This is 4 rounds in a row. They came back of a 12-3 to still have a chance to go into OT. Nasty. Still trying to make it work. Prism holds on with a double, and that's the round for Team Singularity. 12 on the board. And they have come back from a 12-3 half to be just 3 rounds away from going towards OT. And with the streak they've so far put up, I wouldn't even be surprised if it really comes through. I wouldn't even be that surprised going forward. Yeah, that's always unfortunate. Oh, swing comes in, Polo. Okay. Good stuff there for Koloku. 4-on-3 has been found. Advantageous position here. Black Crow runs around in a smoke. Prism is going to expect that. Takes him down. Bomb site taken over. And so Wu-Tang really getting nervous by the second. Fully got. If you look at the bottom right, there's a whole big and ban system in the bottom. You can see who won, which team picked it. It's literally on the screen. I don't know how much higher or how much bigger I gotta make it. How much more obvious, rather. (13-15). Singularity making waves to go to OT. 1 more round. They're just 1 round away. And that's at least very great to see. First kill for Fukushima. Running in towards B, they will go. Still around there is Maxter. 1-for-1 trade, that's up to short. And their kills will come through. But Singularity is still up for the grabs. Just Shizen. And a 1-on-2 himself. He will fall. Singularity will go up to 14. And they are, ladies and gentlemen, just 1 round away. What an insane turn of events this has been. The auto director doesn't want to work anymore. This round just turned to a absolute banger of a series. And I honestly cannot believe it as to how easily this T side have gone for the side from Team Singularity, right? How easily the T side was for Wu-Tang. And how the turnaround's been made once more for Team Singularity. You win the first map so convincingly that you think they're gonna bring in momentum. That is completely not there. Like, not a single thing is to their side. And then going forward, you're making such an insane comeback just to potentially still fall down, because this is a good angle that Lekro has. He might get timing by Swizz. And the run into B will come in. That's been known. It's been heard. Maxter trying to flash himself to run away. Rotation being called. Swizz gonna try to take down Kukushima. That will not be the case. Kill from Nesty will still be found. They're running up on the side. Maxter on the op. The double op plate in this round. Shizen waiting as well as Prism misses some bullets. It's all left to Polo and Prism themselves. The AK, the op, all put to use. But by the skin of their teeth, it is the win coming through here for Wu-Tang. What a game has this been. But we will have another map to decide it all on. The third map will have to be played. It's Vertigo, where we're going to be heading towards. 16-14 in the favor of Wu-Tang. And after such an insane comeback, you get yourself 7 rounds in a row for Team Singularity. All the way back from being 15-7 down to being here at 15-14. And then to not win that final round, that must be devastating, to say the least. Wu-Tang Mix still having a chance to claim themselves that title. We'll have to see how the third and final map will be on Vertigo. As I said before, once again, a little bit of a preparation will have to come in for it. So we'll be back shortly as soon as we can with that third and final map. But we'll sure be seeing a whole lot of a blast going through, as we have seen for these first 2 maps. Both teams battling their hearts out for that one spot that there is right now to be granted for the ESEA Challenger League. Because the winner of this will automatically qualify. The loser will still have a chance, but they gotta win another game. And that will be versus a very good opponent as well. There's a lot of good teams still remaining. 9 Pandas, Big Academy, Nexus, Mouse and XT that are potentially going to be in your way. Those teams you don't want to be facing whatsoever. But whichever team will already claim it will be decided on Vertigo. So we'll be back shortly with that map. Be sure to stick around, guys, because you don't want to miss that action. See you shortly.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it?
And here we are, back at it again. The third and final map between Wu-Tang Mix and Team Singularity. The knife round did get won by Team Singularity, so I have to see how that's going to be going. They will be on the CT side for this third and final map. Such an important one as well for both teams to take. So I'm very excited about how this is going to go. Wu-Tang, of course, taking that second map in a 16-14 fashion. I'm updating that really quickly. And now we're going to go straight into the game, straight into the action. Both teams will try. It is a 1-1. And we will see whichever team is going to take it. Still, thank you, Frozlep96 for the follow earlier in that final map. Unfortunately, I just clicked on my button to switch as soon as you came in. But still, much appreciated if you're still watching the third and final map, which could be an insane one like the first two have been. And Prism is trying to make it that way. Maxter was down to 4 health all along, but still hasn't died. This could be problematic as the swing is starting to come in. Damage has been done to the players, and Prism will find the final piece. That Singularity start things off here on the map. And they will take the first. And obviously, a good thing to keep in mind is every single time a team has started on the CT side, they have won. A fair bit of rounds in total, but I feel like once I'm now thinking back, both map picks went the way of the team, so that wasn't the case. CT side was usually the pain point for both of the teams. I'm saying that right now. And that's exactly what I was trying to get out of it. So Team Singularity now picking up that pistol round on the CT side is actually much more in their favor than for Wu-Tang. Both teams have had themselves a lot of struggle on that CT side mainly. And on their map picks, usually the T side was the side where they shined on. And Singularity now picking up the first, it looks like 2 rounds on the CT side. Really makes that a whole lot better. Koloku, another kill. 5 bullets left, trying to take down Lekro, down to the USP. Swings around the corner and catches the second round for Team Singularity. 2-0 start here for the Poles. Slingshot happy, thank you as well for the follow. And so, a 2-0 start here for Team Singularity has been acquired. Smoke on top ramp, Utilal thrown. Gonna walk down on the ramp to come in. But aside from Wu-Tang, by the looks of it, they're gonna try to take it slow. Blaze is gonna make Polo fall. Good opener that has been taken. Koloku is going to do some damage. Kukushima will fall himself. Luka on the other hand is trying to spray down Maze. Will not be finding him. So a 3-on-2 has in fact been taken. The favor of Wu-Tang. They're looking to take the full game themselves, of course. This could be the final bits of the game that we're actually seeing. The start of something nice could come in for Singularity. They take themselves their third. We're immediately seeing a lot of rounds on the CT side, a complete opposite of what we've seen on the next few, on the last few maps. But it looks like Wu-Tang is going to do something about it and start things off on the T side themselves. Which is obviously heavily in their favor. Bomb will not go off, but 10-second warning sound. After that, the kill to be taken. The round to be won here by Team Wu-Tang. Team Singularity still sticking towards their 2 that they found earlier in this game. Both teams that will try to continue with the amount of rounds that they've so far gotten. You can clearly see there is a little bit of a difference between these two teams in terms of how they're playing. Wu-Tang a lot more split, but now on this Vertigo map you see that they're sticking together a whole lot more. Which is what you need to do on such a mastermind map, as a Vertigo sometimes is. Just in general, taking ramp is such a key factor. And some people say it's an ARAM simulator, and although that is sometimes kind of true, you gotta take ramp in a certain way where, as you can see, sticking with 3 together, trading is just very important. You cannot split up. Not one singular player can take ramp himself and fully take it without any person really stepping in between. You always gotta have yourself at least a potential to frag back in that round. That's something that really came to life in that last round. Now pistols, of course, for Team Singularity. A 5-man B push to come in. The only one there is Shizen. Gonna be aware, the swing comes in. Shizen trying to take him down, but only one will be what he finds. It's an AK for Nasty and a chance for Wu-Tang to go towards A. This is definitely looking good now for Wu-Tang, considering they're really looking to play like a team now. And they're also going to be in the lead on this map, which is the decider of this best of 3 series. Shot will come in. Fukushima second, and also a third. I thought he was going to get it, but Lekro helps him out. It doesn't matter. The style point's not necessarily there, but hey, a round. That's enough style, really. Slow push once more. Wu-Tang leaning towards B this round. Push is coming through. Nasty burning to a crisp. Shizen to find the kill in the end to ride it up. And Koloko that will eventually start to run back just to get some bullets to chase him. And a 5-on-4 that has been found. Trade frag here for Swizz. And so a 4-on-2 has been found in the favor of Wu-Tang Mix. They pick up that round, and now finally Singularity will have that full buy going. So this is the chance that they've brought themselves up to. Singularity having a tie in their minds. Of course, a whole lot of plan to be in Singularity's head about how this game should go. That's what makes this so incredibly interesting. Both teams fighting and battling their hearts out for their third and final map. They've already had 2 amazing games, 2 amazing maps, where one team really seemed to shine in my eyes, it being Singularity. against the Wu-Tang that a lot of people expected to shine through with Lekro and Fukushima being the two main characters, but a lot of other players starting to shine with seconds passing. Loco being one for Team Singularity to watch out for. It still B side cracked open. Lekro with a 4K, battling his way through into middle, and he's just like a pillar, not falling down. 4 kills. Absolutely incredible from the Wu-Tang mix here to have a Lekro on your team. And he really stood out to me once more that he was going to do something like this with a mix when he played with Loba back in the day. He played with the team of Loba and Luco 5. I think Lekro was in there. He played some events and now obviously getting himself into a mix like this, and probably this is the team he wants to stick with for quite some time. Maybe finding an organization to represent themselves going forward. And that would be in general just an amazing, I guess, situation to look forward to. Matt J of Earth, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And 5-2 in the favor of Wu-Tang now. 3 rounds differential. And on the T side, usually the side where things look the best on for both teams. It's going to be a side where these two teams seem to shine, at least for now. The question will remain, how much more is going to be possible? Obviously both teams trying to battle their hearts out. A good shot found there for Polo. Catch the entry. That's 1 kill already found. The start of the round. Well done. And an awesome way to get things going. Prism himself. Shutting down Fukushima, trying to walk their way up the ramp. Polo as well around the corner in middle. Midsection been challenged and a kill to be found by Polo. Second one to find, and Team Singularity really making waves to potentially win this one quite flawlessly. That would make things pretty interesting going forward. That would mean Team Singularity that are trying to make waves to tie things up here. That's, in my eyes, pretty interesting going forward. Because we're seeing Team Singularity, for the first time in this full best of 3 series, making waves to potentially go for a CT side win still. Or at least to make it fairly close. But all T halves have been very much in the favor of the team that was on the T side. First map being a 12-3. Second one as well, but then for Wu-Tang. And then Team Singularity coming back to a 16-14. Getting an 11-3 half, or 11-2 rather, going. Which has just been phenomenal. And now Singularity really breaking that curse and making it so much more of a close battle, of a close brawl, close affair. 3-3 now. Making waves towards the B side, but out in the open, giving Swiss a chance to drop it. And now it looks like Team Singularity is aware of the bomb being there, trying to take control to get a little closer, and Fukushima still left standing all alone. 2 more is all he's really looking for. Smoke thrown on top. Koloku himself against Fukushima. No swing just yet. That allows Fukushima to get all the way around. Will Swiss be aware? I don't think he will. That could be allowing a chance for Fukushima. Jumps in, spots out Koloko. Is going to start the swing. Fukushima does it. Oh my goodness. How does he do it? I can't believe it. But a 1 and 2 goes his way. And the Russian prospect does it again for Wu-Tang Mix. To stop Singularity from going any further in this game. Still thrown in Fukushima. Once again, they're going to try to be the hero. He has been there quite some time. Tries to do it again here for the Wu-Tang mix. Ramp will be challenged. Swiss himself going to smoke. Just to create some more space here for Singularity. Swing with the up, Polo. Getting attacked, but then falls to Electro. Prism himself trying to spray. Double lined up to at least equalize, but Mace adding another one to the tally will once again keep it in the favor of Wu-Tang. And that bomb will be going down. This retake is definitely doable. But Team Singularity arriving way too late, and I think anticipated here by Wu-Tang soon enough. Mace and Electro trying to double swing, helping each other out. And Electro to find the final piece. It's just Shezin remaining. Over peaking there a little bit, but Nesta down to low health. Yeah, Shezin isn't peaking this, and that molly will miss. Really unfortunate circumstance here for Nesta. She has to start running in. Flashbang coming in. And Shezin to not be known to be in a headshot. Nesty, is he aware? I don't think he will be. Smokes on the bomb. Trying to allow himself to get some space, but not anticipating headshot to be a position where he could potentially be in. Hasn't heard him run back. And so, not aware. And the kill to be found, the kill to be had. Wu-Tang up to 7. And Mouse NXT will not be casted by me, no. So you have to go to, I think, several sheep for it. Yeah, he's online, so that's the English cast. You can go hit to his stream and check it out. Yeah, fortunately, I don't got myself that time for it. Unfortunately. I planned to do this game, and this one already taking relatively long, of course. But hey, it is a good series, so I love to see it. I mean, I honestly thought this was going to be like a quick 2-0 for any of the teams. Then I saw the map feed, I was like, ooh, a quick best of 3. That second map really making it interesting. Singularity almost converting that comeback. In the end, not doing so. And that's obviously devastating for them as well. They had it in the palm of their hands and still not finding it to be destroyed. And so will Wu-Tang in this round. They get picked apart. The round will go the way of Wu-Tang once more. But of course, this channel will not be stopping after today necessarily, right? We will probably be doing some more of the ESL Impact in this playoff season. And possibly also going forward the lower bracket matches from Big Academy, 9 Pandas, everyone. Maybe even the grand final, where we have ourselves a nice little cast of the best of 5, which is actually a best of 4. But with one team getting an upper hand, which could be one of these two teams, right? So, all definite chances for us to participate in. So, definitely worth to drop a follow if you haven't already. And of course, if you're interested in the journey going forward, Fukushima himself opening up towards B. That's a pretty nasty opener. Nasty that will fall himself, a 4-on-4. Nade on the side, Electro. Tossed on top and kills to be had. Singularity going for 5. Because they're holding on to Wu-Tang's body, which is not that good. Singularity winning 1 round in a row. And you can see economy, financially. The side from Wu-Tang was not stable. And probably will not be for quite some time. This is going to be very awkward going forward. Maxter. Foul on Coloco. And obviously, Things all falling down. The round win there for Team Singularity. Keeping Wu-Tang scoreless for a few more time. And that will be another round going the way of Singularity. How much more they'd have to offer going forward. Definitely a little bit skeptical. But how much they can offer. Wait, Noah, are you kidding me? Media. Liquid Bench Rainwaker. To use Depths as IGL in... What? I mean, to be honest, it's good that they will not have Yakindar as their IGL anymore. But Depths? That is interesting. Kratos comes in. This is a side hold. And the IGL. Yeah, but I like it, Noah. I'm honestly agreeing on the fact that it is a smart move to make. I'm just a little unsure about how Depths will do. Being the 30-year-old that he is. And the fact that he probably has not played that much. Last time he played was in 2022. So that is more than a year ago. More than 1.5 years ago. But Yakindar being put back to just completely fragging. It works its wonders because he's been insane and really fell off since he stepped up on the IGL position. So I'm looking forward to that Blast Showdown for sure, to see the new Liquid. And we're going back into the game now for sure. Wu-Tang gonna take this half win if they win this round, but the big if is still there. They have to win the round, and Koloko is gonna try to deny. Knows where Shizen is now. Information relayed to Prism. And he's waiting for the swing. He's gonna find him. Well done there for Prism. Steps up once again to the plate. And 7-7. Not a half win just yet for Wu-Tang. That's still possible, but they gotta do it in the final round of 15. Team Singularity can be very happy about the 7 rounds that they've got in here on the CT side. Really feel like that T side is gonna shine through from them. And that's why I feel like Wu-Tang desperately looking to take this final round. But looking at their utility, it's just 5 smokes that they have. That's all. And that is troublesome if you ask me. Not having the utility that they're necessarily looking for. And it might become a problem. Still have to find out, so the flash is going to be landing. And Maxter will get the opener for Wu-Tang. Second one following. And the up from Polo watching middle. Things are working its wonders. Team Singularity. 4-3 in this round. Down. It's definitely not the best in terms of how great it's looking. But still, having 3-man standing and a damage has definitely been done. Players softened up nicely. Another kill from Nasty taken. Swiss to be having himself another one on the ace side. Maxter was the only one on high HP. Now down to 5. But Polo with AWP switching into the dualies. Great decision to make as he now swings. The flash is good. The peak is better. And Polo tries to do with the op now. Tries to find it. Switches back. Polo doesn't know what's going on. Maze allowed himself an opportunity to walk away as Polo missed. But Nasty will not miss. He's going to get the kill. Singularity will win the half. 8-7. And a T side for Singularity. Looks like it's been the best that they have hoped for quite some time. This is the best CT side that we've seen as of right now. Usually T side has been heavily favored for these two teams. So the fact that Team Singularity is now doing it in such an insane way by going to win this CT half and moving up to the T side with an advantageous position. It's working. Thank you, Kieron, for the follow. Much appreciated, man. I know, it's not a Chinese team, though. It's just an EU team themselves. But I didn't know there was a rapper group, so it's actually pretty cool for Wu-Tang to have that name. But hopefully, of course, for them to be picked up by an orc anytime soon, because I feel like they definitely deserve every single right to have that good shot from Prism. Tries to deny. Walks still up the side. The duelies from Mace to find himself another. And this is a tied-up game. We're died 8 apiece if this retake is being converted. And Koloko getting body blocked here by Gukushima. Lekro finding the defuse. And just like that, a round win once more for Wu-Tang coming in. They tie up the game 8 apiece. And they will be one step closer towards doing it on the CT side for the first time. Thank you, Poseidon and Ankral for the follows as well. Much appreciated, guys. Hope you are enjoying the stream like everyone else is doing. Eight to 8. How much more can there be done for this Wu-Tang team? They have gotten themselves a good buy. But up against the buy as well, because Singularity went for the bomb plant. Causing themselves to have that opportunity to steal it away from them, pick up the M4s and put themselves in an even better spot. Although, if Wu-Tang wins this one, T-side will be on an eco. And Wu-Tang is going to go all the way up towards that 10-8 mark for both teams. Those are the stakes. So this round is incredibly important for either team to take. Can really be setting the tone for what we'll see further on in the series. So we'll see a smoke being tossed into the side. Lekro with the arc up close, fully blinded, gets the first. Arc is definitely not the meta weapon, but he uses it quite well. Koloko himself with the Galil. Can pick up the arc potentially, but they will try to take possession first on the ramp. Much more important as the bomb will go down. So retake being needed. Mace himself. Probably not going to go for this retake. And Maxter is pulling the plug as well. So Wu-Tang, knowing that they will have a force by next, are going to be leaving with the M4s. And 9 has been conceded. Probably 10 will be conceded after. And then maybe even 11. Ooh, I didn't even look at that this way. 1400. Yeah, Wu-Tang. They will allow 9 to come through. Which is going to be now. Then after that, this buy will have to come in. They will have to force now. This is going to be 11 for Team Singularity if Wu-Tang doesn't win the next round. 11-8 could be possible. Because Wu-Tang, there's no way they're ecoing this. No, they're forcing, yeah. Double eco situation, making it so incredibly hard. 3 SMGs. An M4 and an AK. Or an M4 and a Deagle, rather. I mean, Lekro can definitely use it as an AK, as an automatic rifle. But I'm honestly looking at this with a skeptical face. Just by the way I'm thinking about this game potentially being 11-8 for Singularity within the lifespan of 2 rounds. Thank you, Lou, for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome, welcome to the crew. The CSTV gang. So stupid. Prism trying to trade Fukushima, and he will get that kill. 4-on-4 situation created. The smoke will hit Lekro, and that's just so unfortunate. That means there's probably going to be a 2-man short stack. You're not going to be there alone. Mace himself still watching for the site as pushes are coming in. Laser short been isolated, but Mace still not. He's found himself a double. This has created an opportunity as Mace continues to blow. He's gonna take them all. Mace created an opportunity for Wu-Tang, and they're all of a sudden back in the game. What a round for Mace. The ex-player from Ambush still rocking the logo. With the organization disbanding just a few months ago, finding himself a new home. And this group is all of a sudden making waves to defeat Team Singularity. This could have been 11-8. It could have been devastating. But now it's 9-9. Now it's all tied up. And they've really created another lifeline for themselves in this series. Wu-Tang fans potentially giving up. And Team Singularity heartbroken. Running in through middle. That's where they're going. That's where they're heading. Team Singularity trying to take down Fukushima. First kill will get found. Lecro gets 1-for-1 trade as well. These pistols are doing more than you can originally ever wish for. Maxter will deny. No armor to the name of Team Singularity. So these AKs will have an easier time to spray. Maxter being the one to just spray them down. Let's get a little damage on top of him. But Wu-Tang up to double digits. 6 more to go to get to the grand finals of the ESEA Advanced. Wu-Tang probably being the team we expected the least from to make such an insane playoffs run. If I had to name one team I wouldn't have set to go into the grand final, out of all the teams, that would have been Wu-Tang. And you can see that they've clearly stepped up to the plate to a much better fashion than anyone probably saw coming. Opening. Polo with a second. Wu-Tang getting chipped apart and their economy is already quite low, so they gotta be careful. A side under control. Shazen will die by falling off the map. Oh no, I think he's about to jump. In such an important moment, he falls down off the map. Or dies by a molly. I don't know what happened there. We didn't see it. But surely this is unbelievable. Team Singularity. They were down. Wu-Tang had created that lifeline I've talking about quite often. But yet now, the game is all tied up again here on the third map. This game has gone from bad to worse, really. And Wu-Tang, they have to force buy this round. They can have 4 M4s to work with because Mace can buy one up. Lecro is going to be sticking with Deagle. And this is the round that they have to win before they're put back on an eco. So this is realistically speaking the only chance Wu-Tang have before Singularity takes back the lead. And is going to be on 12 after a run boost for Polo. Oh, Polo. Polo with the run boost and he gets the kill. Unbelievable. And he's going to try to find a second as well. And he gets it. Polo runs his way through into the B site. Absolutely heartbreaking for Wu-Tang once more to lose fights like that. But this is just for the style points here, Polo. Run boosts around to the building. And to grab an entry like that. Singularity really making it a show here in this game. Maxter finds a scrambled AK. Is going to take Koloku down. Didn't expect him to be there, but he's not too great on the trigger. And so 11 to 10 has been found. A favorable position still. Singularity. Although they're not safe whatsoever. They're not safe. That's for sure. So we'll have to see how much more there is to offer going forward. This game being a relatively big mush. Both teams are doing whatever they can to continue in this series. Wu-Tang having to concede with this bye. lose it out on this round, most certainly so, unless the boost can do a whole lot. I mean, Mace can get one, but that's the beginning of a whole lot, but still definitely not the case. Koloku kills his own teammate. What has happened? How is this round falling? Wu-Tang will pick it up, most certainly. It's all left to Swizz. Wait, what? Swizz is all that's left for Singularity. Swinging in, just a fall. Wu-Tang have tied up the game. Like, what is even happening? What's even going on? Freedom.x2, thank you for the follow, but... oh my goodness. Team Singularity now themselves being one round away from getting reset. Wu-Tang, if they win this round, they can go all the way to 13 themselves. But will Team Singularity be allowing that to happen? Because once they have rifles against rifles, they can all of a sudden play with pistols. It's always getting a little tougher for some reason. Which is obviously usually not the way it's supposed to go. But that's the way it sometimes just goes here in the Counter-Strike world. A very known thing. To be happening. Eco sometimes just a little bit better than rifle rounds. In terms of having that surprise element over the others. And in general, not feeling the pressure of having to use your rifles. Being a whole lot more free for some reason. And then headshot are easier found. One team will go into the ESEA Challenger stage. ESEA Challenger League. Who will it be? First kill's been found. Singularity. On the board for the first. Fukushima still left standing. How did he survive for so long? I can't believe it. But still, a kill that goes his way. Only one after he dies. Giving Singularity a 3-on-2 to start off with. Just Lekro. That's all that's left. And Singularity that will move up to 12. 4 more for Team Singularity. And Wu-Tang, I think they're better off saving at this point. But I'm not too sure if they will go for that save. Just because Lekro is still looking to have a move in. He's trying to take them down for me like Dozier style with a molly with an 8. And Polo has that ID earlier. And he can throw his util. So just like that, the round will go to Singularity's way. And the final buy will come in before Wu-Tang will have an eco. This has usually been the round where things go wrong. And now that I look at the economy, I think Lekro would have been a whole lot more happy if he had those rifle. Or if he had that rifle to work with. Now he died. Next he has a deagle in this round. He could have had an A4. So, definitely not the best. But Singularity, that are once again in the lead themselves here on the T side. Thank you Jason2G and Sting Ray69 for the follow. Much appreciated, guys, to be here with us. Watching this game and watching it all tear down for Wu-Tang here. This can be the final nail in the coffin for Singularity. 13 will be found. Next round will be an eco. And that's why Wu-Tang is saving their weapons. So my name, Jason, is Jesse or DutchBoy. And you can see at DutchBoycast is my channel myself. If you want to check it out. But I'm excited that you're here supporting us on our journey here, the Gate and me. Just creating this channel a few weeks ago. And now having our first stream, or my first stream rather. He will probably be taking some of the American games going forward as well. We have a nice little region split between each other. And so we're hoping to get a whole lot of cost for all the community tournaments that are potentially there, or the tournaments that don't have an English stream, which in my eyes seems a little bit bad, because there are people interested in those streams. For example, the Czech Championship myself, I was pretty interested in it. And so is allowing to have that opportunity for people to watch it. This game to almost be over. And Singularity is going to 14. Fukushima is saving already before the round really even starts. Or is he running into Prism? And only one person that the CTs find. They will have a full buy going. And that's the final buy that they will have in this game. Because next one, they have 2.9 kills bonus. That will be armor with a Galil. No M4s anymore for Wu-Tang if they lose this round. Just SMGs and FAMASs. So Singularity, they have created the opportunity now for themselves to deal a lot of damage to the side of Wu-Tang. And that's why they're taking a tactical pause, because they know how much this matters. They know how important this round can and will be going forward. Yeah. So, Jamal, that's probably exactly why we are here, right? I mean, we're just trying to provide you for English commentary. Also for that, right? I mean, not only for just fans in general, but, you know, that's something part of esports that we just gotta work on. Or that is just the case. And there are people interested in it. You can see 400 people watching now, and some people are interested in the type of things you do. And others are here to watch the game and see two teams who are going to be joining the tier 2 scene soon. 5-on-3 here to start off. Polo, AWP. 1 kill taken. And Koloku. A little awkward. Fukushima himself is going to start to swing and catches Koloku off guard. 4 players still left standing for Wu-Tang. And all left to Lekro. The fight against Prism here on middle. Good timing found for Prism, but then not the timing on Lekro again. So 2 timings. 1 for Lekro, and then after that, redeeming himself with a timing to his own name. Working its wonders. 14-12. And thank you, Bobux. Attackje Robux. And see how it is. Thank you for the follows, guys. Much appreciated. I butchered their name. That's for sure. I tried my best, guys. I tried my best. Let's just say that. Yeah, I'm pretty young. I'm only 19. Jason. So yeah, I'm not the oldest. Good legacy in front of me still, I hope. And Team Singularity have a good legacy ahead of them as well. Look at this round. 5-on-3 created with seconds of the round going. The molly does a lot of damage on Swizz. The nade will do damage on Lekro. Fukushima fighting back. Just good for 1. Bomb will go down. And the retake is needed. 15-12. Looks damn likely. Unless Wu-Tang can make such an insane play happen like they've done many times. This smoke will not make the cut. Isn't going to get it on top of the bomb. That's problematic. 15-12. Singularity. 1 round away now from going to win it all and make it into ESL Challenger League. I think the second least team we expected it from was probably Singularity. This organization just outdoing themselves so many times. Yeah, I'm going to college, Jason, to 2G. I'm going to the, not necessarily to the university. I'm going to University of Applied Science, which is like one level below it in our country. But hey, I'm not dumb, let's just say that. Xero, NA Frags, thank you guys still for the follow. Much appreciated for all the support. Almost 500 people joining into the chat, guys. Hello, everybody. Now, University of Applied Sciences. So, I'm in year 2 right now of it. Which is a 4-year kind of course. And in the end, I must be a communication professional. That's what they're saying. Communicating to you guys now as well, of course. I mean, casting would be my big dream, of course, to make it work and actually make my living off it. Which could be possible. I'm honestly thinking that is. Of course, having your study finished is always best. Now, this round will be better. To be won as well by Singularity, just to end it all. I'm honestly not too sure if that's going to be possible. Lacro himself. Dying to Swizz. Starting to make his way in. 25 and 4 HP. For the final 2 players respectively. And Polo and Swizz that are still not committing fully. His flash does come in. Setting up Swizz to go for a peek. Double flash and now walking his way in to take control. Has been successful to get onto the site. Still has yet to do a little more. Player falling. Just Swizz left. Taps the bomb once. Now they're starting to run in. He has an op. But that's not the weapon for the job, really. Falling down without getting anything done. And a round to be won with it. The side of Wu-Tang still allowing themselves to keep themselves into this game. We'll have to see if there's some continuity coming in for this game. Speaking of that, 13 rounds that Wu-Tang have still taken. They've only gotten themselves 2 more to go for, really. And Fukushima will start things off crazy. An overtime is still possible, right? Team Singularity can still choke it, but with that kill falling, you cannot really do too much about it if you're Team Singularity, really. He kills you through the smoke, you're just running a default up to the ramp, and you die by a kill with an AWP through the smoke. I mean, that could be anyone. And it's just unlucky that there was Polo in the meantime running in. There's still a B side taken over, so that entry drawn away. And now the bomb that will go down on B, so a 3-on-3 retake. That's all that Singularity have to win. A post plant. And if they win this one, they will be winning it all. Prism taking down Fukushima. That's the upper falling. Kaluk around the smoke. Around the edge. Trying to take down a double. But it's Maxter to still find the final piece. By the skin of their teeth, they're pulling through. He picks up the kit just for safety measures. He could have had it without the kit, of course. So that doesn't really matter. 14 is still here. And overtime is still possible, as 14 will be in the hands of Wu-Tang now. Team Singularity have a weaker buy now going. Probably a fast play will come out in round 30. And an OT that is definitely still possible. Although, for now, I don't really like to imagine. Because that would be just something else, really. Going into overtime after such an insane second map, after such an insane first map, no one could have imagined this to go to a third map and be in overtime. But it seems like that's exactly gonna be the case, because Wu-Tang is still here to fight. And on their CT side, they find it. Polo in a 1-on-3. 1 and 2. Polo. Is this OT? Is this going to be the win? It's OT. Maxter will find the final kill. And we are going to have a few more rounds to decide who will take it. Vertigo cannot be decided in regulation. The extra rounds will be needed for it. It's enough. Thank you for the follow, man. Much appreciated. And this series could have ended very quickly by the first map being incredibly one-sided. Second map looking like it was going to be very one-sided. We're 3 hours in and we're inside to the deciding factor. Deciding round. Both teams making it a very close series, but a very fast one as well in terms of how the round pace has gone. So we're barely off schedule really, and that's very weird to see, considering you've had a full 30 round game and now in OT, and we're only 10 rounds really behind schedule of like an hour per map. Absolutely insane to say the least. But this round to still not be over. Electro! Oh my goodness! A triple. And he drops the bomb with it as well. Nasty. Has to do the unthinkable with the AK. And Electro on the CT side for Wu-Tang stepping up once more to the plate. $16. Surely possible for Wu-Tang to take. Singularity still getting the bomb plant. And they've really created opportunity for themselves still. I don't know how that 3k was possible for Electro, but he's still standing, although he's down to 7 health. That's between him and dying. Nesty also down to 20, so that really doesn't help for the side from Singularity either. This first round is definitely needed to take for any of the teams. Setting yourself up nicely. 1-for-1 trade, Maxter. Tries to make it work. Polo trying to swing. He knows where he is. Time is running out. Maxter getting toyed with. And Polo to redeem the frag and put Singularity up around 16-15. As Electro made a triple, but it was not enough to win the round. Singularity will be ahead one more time. As they're really looking to fail once again. Wu-Tang, they did so on Ancient. They barely pulled through, but this game. Will Singularity have done enough now? Will they claim the victory? Is Prism gonna be standing up to the plate the way he did on the map of Mirage, the way he did on the map of Ancient? He did it on Vertigo as well, but it wasn't enough to do it in regulation. OT is still to be decided. Thank you, Boba. Or Bobby. Oz for the follow, man. Much appreciated. As we're continuing into round 32. Nasty. 1 kill found for him. Prism getting naded. The swing comes in. Prism trying to go for another. Only good for 1. Fukushima will be right there with the trade in the op. Finding success on the A side. Bomb slowly making its way into A. Swing will come in. Fukushima. Beautiful frag to his name. Polo trading it out. Alper versus Obdual being 1, and so Polo still left with the big green. The tap comes in. And he will not plant yet. Polo could be running all the way around towards B. I don't think he has time for it. So this bomb is moving its way through. Electro is going to die to the op of Polo. He tries to deny the plant, but it's not possible. Polo, just a marksman on the back of the site to take 2 down. And that's the recon they were looking for. The sniper stepping up exactly when they need him to. Singularity being 1 round away from going flawless in this first half of OT. First kill for Fukushima. Luckily, Prism is there as well. Four and 4. Prism. Duck behind the wall. And up close in ramp, Maxter waiting. He won't be checked. This is not a position you check at all. I would be surprised if Swiss clears it. He's still clearing that left corner though, so now I'm not even gonna be surprised if they clear it fully. They do! Oh, Maxter! Surprised as hell as to how they knew he was there. Just a clearance. And Singularity. They tie things up here. The bomb. Looking to run onto the site. The swing for Fukushima. Gonna try to deny the Molly from doing any damage as he smoked it off. And May still left standing. The flank comes in for Lecro. Everything cleared about. A 3-on-3 turned into a 3-on-0. And this is honestly just something else. This game. I honestly don't even know what's really going on. Both teams just doing very weird stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The flank that comes in this time to work its wonders. And now Singularity, they've gotten a few chances to clean it out in the CT side. Thank you, Rep, for the follow. Much appreciated, guys. Everyone that has followed in the chat, of course. Also, Philippus now coming in. Thank you, thank you. Round number 34. One spot. The ESEA Challenger is given out today. ESEA Challenger League of Season 47. And for Wu-Tang, this would matter a lot with getting an organization. But for Singularity, this would be finally redeeming themselves for all the hard work they've done throughout the Tier 3 scene themselves. Always fighting in a whole lot of tournaments, getting second, winning it sometimes as well. Like, I'm talking about European Pro League competitions. And now putting a crown on top of that, that would be. But Maxter denies it from happening. First 3 kills are found for Wu-Tang, and they might tie things up here in the game. The series can still be all tied up once more. We've played a total of 34 rounds just to have a tied up position to be on the scoreline. Nesty is here. The AWP is going to rotate over, but Polo is going to arrive probably a little bit too late. The smokes will be tossed for the light left and right side. So no up advantage for Polo to be taken. Other than trying to spray through the smoke to catch the first. Oh no, the right smoke didn't get tossed yet. Or it isn't really there. So that's allowing Polo to get a window of opportunity, but many players watching will leave him to be a little bit anxious, and I totally get why. There's a lot of players watching to your side, so the AWP will definitely be a whole lot less useful than you originally expected. Fukushima this time rocking the AK with great success because he picks up the AWPer. I leave Nasty, the only one with 30 health in this round. All alone to stop a 17-17 for Put on the board. Having to complete this clutch and not to be. One team will get on match point, but who will it be? One team might get 2 in a row. 19 is still the lucky number. But which team will be the first one to get themselves onto those 18 mark? That's still to be decided. Thank you, Code, for the follow as well. Much appreciated, man. And we'll continue for another stretch of rounds. With teams competing and battling their hearts out for succession. Which is yet to be redeemed, obviously. Scheisen to run in. Flash is good, the peak is better, Nesty falls. Kolokka is behind the side, behind the Jenny. The side is under control for Wu-Tang. Flash still comes in. It's a good one. But Maxter killed Kolokko before the flash popped. That makes things hard. Polo with the ops to equalize it. And no flank will be called by Mace, so he has to throw right side smoke just to create some extra space. Has to let the bomb cross back because Maxter has it. The op duel comes in. Fukushima will spot out Polo. He swings around with the op, giving his hands a little showing. And a chance to take him down while shooting his hands. That goes Swizz. Maxter with another one. And just Prism up against all three members that are still left for Wu-Tang. Fukushima the first one in the line of fire. And I don't think Prism should be going for this. If he saves, he might actually have an AWP. Yeah, if he saves, he has an AWP. He's gonna try to ninja. Prism! Oh, no, Prism! He's gonna stick it! Will he get it? He won't. Maxter stops the craziness. Oh boy. Would that have been a ninja? But not to be. Wu-Tang going for 18. And that would have been incredibly insane coming out. But the insanity will be stopped for at least a little bit. Polo having an AWP without any armor. Double OT is possible. But once you look at Polo himself not having any armor to work with, you're obviously thinking of it to be the worst. Mace himself walking up, M4 getting the opener. That Swiss falling. Will this be the kill that starts to ring the end of this game? A molly towards the pillar could be it. A clearance towards the pillar. Nasty been full blind. Will they clear him? They will. The trades are coming in. Fukushima and Maxter are on the side. A 2-on-2. Singularity had, I believe, a 3-on-2 going. They had an advantageous position. But two players falling all of a sudden, making it all tied up. This bomb will go down. And this might be the final round we're seeing for today. On the CSTV channel, the first stream being this insane. 500 viewers witnessing the impossible. The only mixed team here in the crew, in the ESEA Advanced, that could be doing it. And they will. They have done it. They win it OT. Vertigo is theirs. ESL Challenger League is theirs. How amazing for Wu-Tang. The team that is just a group of individuals getting together for an ESEA Advanced season just for the funsies. And are now going into the Tier 3 tournament of ESL Challenger League, having a chance to qualify for the Pro League next season. No one expected this team to make it. Only themselves. And they have proven it all the way that this was their tournament. That this was their legacy. Fukushima. Such an unknown prospect. Showing us what he can do here. Many players cheering him on. Even some of my friends which have always said Fukushima is a player to watch out for. He surely has been. Maxter also stepping up throughout the whole series. 15 plus. And don't forget about Lecro, an experienced pillar in the team to work out. Prism couldn't do it, and plus 25 for him throughout this whole series. But oh boy, has it been a fight. Wu-Tang will be in the grand finals, getting a one map advantage over the lower bracket team. That could be Singularity or any of the other teams that are going to be there. But for now, what an amazing game has this been. Thank you, Baldokius, YotaQN, or RYotaQN, for the follows as well, guys. It's been an amazing stream. We got 40 followers in the first stream of the CSTV, which is just lovely to see. And all the support has been amazing throughout this whole stream. A lot of great messages. Thank you, Roya, for the compliment. We will try to do as many streams as we possibly can. Our slogan is "We are here." And that surely is the case, because we're almost at every event. We're trying to be at almost every event from now. We're really here. We're here to bring you guys all the action, live commentary on every single game that we can potentially find that doesn't have an English stream. So definitely worth checking out, and you will definitely see our name coming in CSTV. Remember the name, because we'll be there for hopefully a long amount of time. For now, hope you guys all enjoyed watching today's stream, guys. It's been a pleasure. My name is Jesse, or DutchBoy Cast, and I wish you guys still the very best on the rest of your evening. So goodbye everyone, and hope you guys are also having a fantastic day, and on to the next stream here on the CSTV. See you guys later.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last for